huge tidal wave has hit land, this time in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. What you will see is amateur videotape taken last night by a survivor. Our Ann Winslow is on the scene.
Frank, words cannot describe the devastation. What we see here speaks for itself. 10 days ago, a wave devastated Honshu, Japan. This one was worse. People are scared and starting to ask, will there be more? And if so, where?
Thank you, Ann, for that report. We have this information now coming from the Tsunami Warning Center. A tsunami has been generated which could cause damage to portions of the Pacific coast. Tsunami wave heights cannot be predicted and may be as a result of waves which could be dangerous for several hours after the initial wave arrival.
Hey, where were you? Huh? I looked all over for you. Where were you?
Big upset when you go without him, Doc.
Hey, you wasn't around. I looked for you, Cody, honest.
What's it doing out there today?
Same as always, keeping me happy.
Hey, Doc, man, you're a scientist, right?
Not anymore.
These tidal waves, man. You think you could, like, tell if what was coming?
No one can, Chick. Not really.
Because that would be the ultimate kick, is to surf one of them. Woo!
Hey, Cody, come here. Come here. Hey, I looked for you. I did. Come on. You hungry?
Confounding the pundits who argued against a move into Treasury bonds and notes, dividends are much higher than expected, with selected commodities currently up from a year ago. This is an area well worth a second look. Foreign stock markets still show little change from yesterday, but local earnings are up.
I knew that.
The world's top deepwater specialists have been called together to meet here at the famed Aquatronics Research Institute, funded in part by Washington's National Science Foundation. Now, with a second wave hitting, this meeting becomes even more urgent. Oh, Dr. Agamo. Dr. Agamo, excuse me.
Yes.
Yes, could you tell us, as a seismologist, do you believe that underwater earthquakes are the cause of these tidal waves?
The tsunami, it's too early to tell.
Well, two in a row like this, isn't that unusual?
Yes, most unusual. Excuse me, please.
Well, doctor, excuse me. The invited scientists will be met by the Institute's Associate Research Director,
Dr. Wall, I'm Marlon Clark. This is Frank Brissick.
How'd you know where I was?
We've always known, more or less.
Well, you can go back and tell him I'm not interested. I'm busy.
Right. Surf's up.
Go away, fellas. I mean it.
You're coming with us, Dr. Wall. And we mean it.
Yeah. Yeah. Put on your seatbelt.
Tsunami staff, report to Area 6. Security.
Let me just see who's here real quick. Dr. Hiroshi Agamo, Dr. Jules Bernard. Good. Dr. John Wall.
Can you believe it? Why they hauled him in on this, I'll never know. The man's been out of it for years. They should have left him out.
That's a little harsh, don't you think?
Oh, come on. He was the top in his field and he quit.
Yeah, but the man made some pretty important contributions in his day.
I hate quitters.
Dr. Wall,
Jules Bernard.
You're actually here.
Yes, sir. Indeed I am. I am here.
Dr. Jessica Weaver, John Wall.
Why am I not surprised?
Nice to meet you, Dr. Weaver.
Please stand by for an important message. Tsunami staff, report to Area 6. Security.
She's chief oceanographer at Aquatronics. She holds 2 masters and a PhD in her field. The Navy put her here. And she's still a lieutenant commander.
Well, maybe next time I better salute, huh?
Security. Area 5. Immediately.
I'm Edgar Purcell of the NSA.
Should have known
I
you'd
don't
be
know all of you
here.
personally, but I know your reputations. We're here because, as of today, 2 waves have killed 97 people and caused worldwide damage estimated at over $1 billion. Our government wants to know what caused them. Was it a series of tectonic plate shifts, Dr. Agama? Maybe caused by ocean floor thermal venting disturbances? Or are there some kind of wave resonance progressions we should be looking at, something with a mathematical sequence to it that we could predict?
Predict? Not this, no.
No is a word we don't want to hear. What we want, what we need, soon, is something definite. The July 1st offshore disturbance was generated in the area marked in red. 95 minutes later, a 30-foot tsunami hit Honshu, Japan.
The July 10th disturbance was a Richter scale of 6.5 generated here. Only 55 minutes later, a tsunami hit Puerto Vallarta, and the wave was several feet larger.
We can confirm that the waves weren't caused by volcanic eruptions.
Have you considered an atomic bomb?
Seismic readings on both don't indicate a bomb. In any case, one alone couldn't do this.
Jimmy Doolittle thought it could.
Stanley.
Young John. God, I miss seeing you.
Yeah, I didn't see your name on the list.
Well, my list. I put it together.
How's the fishing?
How's the surfing?
You mentioned a bomb, Dr. Schiff?
Not just a bomb. The bomb. 2 of them. War was winding down. We were going to win. But at what cost? Jimmy Doolittle had done his raid on Tokyo. Pretty shaky operation, but psychologically. He knew we had the bomb. His idea was to drop one in Tokyo Bay. Give the Japanese people something they'd understand. Something that really get their attention. The tsunami.
Did the general have plans for a second bomb?
Oh, yeah, he sure did. He wanted to destroy Japan's most enduring symbol. Mount Fuji.
We're ignoring meteors. John Lewis said that most of them hit the ocean. He ran computer simulations on the impact tsunamis created that way and got an average casualty reading of 100 killed, 1,000 injured. On top of which, any collision like that gives you a Richter scale reading that looks
I'm sorry, but I don't buy it. Not that I want to disagree with Lewis. He's good. In fact, I'm a little surprised that he's not in on this. But my point is that there have been 2 waves almost in a row, and that is way beyond any probability scale, right?
So what's your theory, Dr. Wall? The bomb?
There are some people with enough money to buy as many bombs as they want with change to spare.
I guess that leaves you out.
Thanks. Look, you people want my help, I'm glad to help, but this is a waste of time. You want meteors? Fine. First, get the government to do a satellite scan of the ocean floor for any new impact craters. Me, I gotta go displace a little water of my own.
Aquatronics is a non-smoking facility. No smoking, please.
Charming.
Yeah, talk to me.
Mr. Wall, I'm not surprised they brought you in on this.
And on what? Who is this?
Meteors, that idiot.
Who the hell is this?
That idea of General Doolittle's. Imagine what a tidal wave could have done for our boys on D-Day at Normandy. Think of all the lives saved.
You're right. Too bad we can't control Mother Nature.
Haven't you been watching the news? We can.
You think that's funny?
Are you laughing?
All right, wise ass, what's going on?
Nothing yet. Mr. Wall. Mr. Wall.
What?
Your beer's getting warm.
Valerie, thank you very much for coming in and joining us today. And for you thinking about that first home, Marty has some very good tips that you might want to stay tuned for. Marty?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report. 20 minutes ago, a 40-foot tidal wave hit the north shore of Hawaii. Reports indicate the wave washed a quarter of a mile inland, leaving vast devastation in its wake. We'll bring you a live report as soon as possible.
We now return to your regularly scheduled programming. Stay tuned for further updates.
I told them not to put your phone calls through to me anymore, Alan. Because we have nothing to talk about. Well, Alan, you know, I really don't care what you think. Alan, that's why they call it a divorce. Damn it, Alan, I said no.
Yeah, hi, it's John Wall.
Sit. Cody. Just a minute.
Hi.
To what do I owe the honor?
Cody, this is Lieutenant Commander Jessica Weaver of the United States Navy. Stay here, Cody. Sit.
I'm also very busy, Dr. Wall. Edgar is climbing.
Hawaii.
What do you want?
I need to get back into aquatronics.
Really? You were there earlier. You didn't seem to like it much.
Cody? Right after I got back this morning, I got a phone call. A man. He mentioned Doolittle's plan, and then this arrived.
What's this supposed to mean?
Oh, come on, Dr. Weaver.
No, you come on, Dr. Wall. You could have sent this to yourself.
Well, then I came straight here because you're my perfect character witness.
Why not? Be the smart thing to do, and we both know you're not dumb.
Dr. Weaver, ma'am, those waves are being manufactured. I believe it. You almost believe it, and that's the real reason that conference was called. That's why Edgar Purcell and the National Security Agency needed all of us in the same room.
Suppose you better come in.
Is that all right?
Well, you're already there.
Cody!
Coffee?
Yeah. Nice place.
Some other time, Wall. You and Mr. Purcell seem to have a very special relationship.
You noticed, huh?
I think everybody noticed. So you think whoever called you was in that room with us?
I put my money on it.
Really? So who is it? Bernard?
He's too nice.
Oh, well, that eliminates him right away. What about Schiff?
You're right. You tell me the man who taught me most of what I know is pulling something like this? You saw him. He's a straight-from-the-shoulders guy.
All right, that's 2 down, which leaves Agamo.
Too dedicated. He's a classic laboratory mole who blinks at night lights.
The man knows a lot about deep canyon thermals.
Hiroshi Agamo's been surfing that horse for the last 20 years.
Well, you only surf the real thing.
Look, damn it, all I'm trying to prove here is that...
No, you look. No, no, no. Which leaves only you.
And you.
Well, I think you put money on it being a man.
I may not like what a lot of people are doing to this world, but creating giant killer waves is not really my style.
Okay, fine. We just did a nifty laundering job on everyone who was in that room, but you're still saying it was someone in there.
My money's riding on it.
You gotta stop talking about money or I'm gonna think you're rich. Are you? How do you pay your bills, Wall?
Play the stock market.
So you're independently wealthy and a mysterious person is contacting you.
Sending you cartoons. Why?
I don't know. Look, I can't get into aquatronics. I need you to do that.
Do what?
I want you to run everyone who was at that conference through the latest Navy security profiles. Including me.
Oh, I'd start with you. What, too strong?
Just a bit.
Have a little sugar. No?
Have you seen my dog? Cody? Cody? Cody!
Wall,
Yeah,
what is it that I'm looking for?
anything that doesn't make sense. Cody!
You don't make sense.
Hey, I'm an open book. So who's Alan?
I'm a closed book. My ex-husband. How do you do it?
Do what?
Get me to tell you something when I really don't want to.
Relax. You haven't told me anything yet. Cody!
Morning. Morning. So, Doc, man, these tidal waves, how big we talking?
Oh, 50 feet high. 60, maybe?
60? Tell me you wouldn't love to shred one of them, man. Hey, what's up with Cody? I mean, he always waits for you to throw the stick. What's going on, Doc?
Tidal wave.
Tidal wave? Tidal wave! Tidal wave! Cody! Chick, forget it, man. It'll kill you. Cody! Cody, come here! Cody! Come on, Cody! Cody! Come on! Come on, get in the back. Get in the back. Come on. Hold on. Okay, give me your arm. Give me your arm. Help! Oh. Cody. Cody. Excuse me. Hey. Check out my buddy, would you? Right away. We got a critical. JT, check him out. You'll be all right, man. Your arm needs some attention, too. I'm all right. Take it.
No. You need to sit down, sir, and have someone take a look at your arm, sir. Right there. There you go.
Hovercraft staff report immediately.
About surgical strike. Look at that. Look at that. The whole coastline's wiped out. A block away, people are tossing steaks on the barbecue. And just before it happens, John Wall drops in on you. Now that's interesting.
You think he did that? That's his home.
Maybe he's thinking of moving.
I'm going down there.
You do that. But before you go, let me tell you a few things about your new friend. In '81, he headed high weapons testing at Rat Island for NRAD.
84, he got the Nobel Prize for his research in hydrothermal guidance systems development. I know all that.
Just listen. 1 year later, he broke into a confidential network, found out we were considering using some of those weapons to rearm Iran, leaked the news, then marched into the office of the Undersecretary of Defense. The Undersecretary of Defense. Tossed the Washington Post on his desk so he'd be the first to see what Wall had done. The secretary called him a traitor, which he was, and Wall decked him.
The Undersecretary of Defense was planning to break the law.
Only planning it. Your friend did. Then he pulled a Houdini and disappeared. I think he's still mad at the system. I think he doesn't care if people die.
I think we're through here.
Don't expect to find him.
Security. Area 5, immediately.
I know him. He can do this with his eyes closed.
Yeah, Davey.
Command.
Down the wall. My God, you were here when
Go away.
I saw Edgar. Well, he's convinced it's you.
You got a bad sense of timing, lady.
You are just daring him to point the finger at you. Why?
Just get away from me!
You've got the know-how to make these waves happen.
Do you think I would do something like this to anyone? My dog is dead. My house is, I don't know, pick it out. Is it there? Is it there? I'm lucky to be alive. You can drop that idea of somebody using any kind of bomb to do this.
What makes you so sure? Wall, you know, I'm stumbling around in the dark here, and you act like you know everything.
I don't know diddly, but I was involved in offshore nuclear testing. Yeah, we were trying to make a tidal wave. And I can tell you this, an explosion, especially a nuclear one, it's a bad way to do it. It's all heat. This first water evaporates. There's gonna be a wave, but by the time it hits the shore, it's gonna be down to nothing.
If it can't be done, why do they think that you're responsible?
Because I was getting close to the way it could be done. Could be done, Dr. Weaver. Nobody knew how close I was. I didn't do it, Weaver. I got out. I built myself a nice little scenario. I slugged a guy at defense, I dug myself a hole, and I just dropped through. I don't care about anything anymore. They can all blow themselves up for all I care. I got out, and I want to stay out. He wants me to try and find him.
What are you talking about?
Whoever the hell is doing this. The phone call, the letter. It's an invitation. Find me.
Then do it.
Give me some time. I will.
Maybe I can buy you some. Come on. Electronics? It's Jessica Weaver. Let me speak with Dr. Purcell.
Purcell.
Edgar? I just came from the beach. John Wall's missing. He was there, but not anymore.
Who exactly said he was...
Let me suggest that you put some of the others under the same microscope you've got locked on Wall.
We already are, Dr. Weaver. Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Edgar, I hope you're looking for more than how he's doing it.
Go home, Dr. Weaver.
What a bastard. Yeah, well, let's not forget that he's the top bastard. Oh, geez, you've got to let me look at that arm.
Hey, just drive.
Earlier today, the president flew over the disaster area and later met with survivors to personally express his sympathy. In a separate statement, the White House has asked all Americans to remain calm.
This so-called conference, Mr. Clark, why exactly did they call it? Mr. Purcell has already decided that John Wall is responsible for what is happening.
I don't think he has.
Ah, so it's not John Wall, it's one of us.
You think that's impossible?
On the contrary, every one of us has considered the possibility of controlling such a natural power. This place, this Aquatronics, receives so much money from the government because to harness the oceans would make everyone pay attention. So it is quite possible that one of us is doing it. Not I, of course.
Would you relax, Wall? I know what I'm doing. I had 2 years of pre-med.
Then what? Talk to me, Commander.
About what? You are such a sissy. You're afraid to watch.
Yeah, when it comes to me, yes, I am. All right, you did a couple of years pre-med, then what? Don't give me one of those printout resumes, you know, I went to Afghanistan undercover in
Okay,
1984,
okay,
blah, blah,
I
blah,
see
blah,
what you're
blah.
doing. Well, my father was Navy.
Korea?
Mm-hmm. I was born after he came back and retired. He was a lot older than Mom. I grew up loving the water. Okay, I'm finished. It's all right. Jeez. Well, you want to take a look at this? What do you think?
It's nice stitching.
Thanks.
You do good work.
Well, we better get you some clothes. They're Allen's. I'm meaning to get rid of them, but aren't you glad I didn't?
Thrilled.
It's a little snug there.
He actually wore this stuff? Look, I think I'm just gonna wash my own clothes. You do have a washing machine around here, Weaver?
Yes, I do. The name is Jesse.
Still got your husband's clothes, huh? I find that kind of interesting.
No, it's not. They're just clothes.
No, they're Alan's clothes. Guess you still got something there for him, huh?
There is nothing there. And you know, either way, it's really none of your
You're right.
business.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're right.
Forget it.
I'm sorry.
I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
Aquatronics, remember? Don't use the phones.
You think they'd bug?
I know they would. Try not to burn down the house while I'm gone, Wall.
It's John.
John.
John Wall and Jessica Weaver. Hey! We have the same initials.
Clever.
Young John Wall was brilliant. Unpredictable, idealistic. You know, just your regular scientist. I was there when when that incident with the undersecretary happened. And I don't know, it's just a feeling I had. Matter of fact, I had the same feeling again the other day when I saw him.
What feeling was this, Dr. Schiff?
The reason we thought he took off, he quit. No, I don't think that was it. I think it was something else. I think it was something he found, something he wanted to keep to himself.
To himself. Or for himself.
I'm not comfortable with that suggestion, Mr. Clark.
Can't even get close to their files. Wall!
Right here.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I'm sorry. All right, everything's all clear out back, I think. What have you got?
Zip. I thought I could patch through to the Aquatronics mainframe, but it's blocking me.
Let me check something else out.
I couldn't get to their files because they were right there all day. Edgar walking around looking over my shoulder. Agamo was using the mainframe computer. The minute he finished, Bernard networked it over to the wave room to use it.
All right, look at this. The surf from the other day.
How'd you make that happen?
The Weather Service has every weather pattern translated into number coordinates. Add an algorithm, you get in pictures. Look. This morning's wave. Somewhere, there has to be a ground zero.
I know.
Well, let's find it.
No, I mean, this is what Bernard was working on. He had it up on the wave room monitors.
Today?
You're not listening.
Bernard was looking through
He
this.
still is. He stayed behind because he thought he was onto something.
Let me ask you something. If you were creating waves, and you wanted to keep anybody from finding out where they originated, what would you do?
Find the one computer that would show you how. Bernard? I can't believe it.
That makes sense. When we were working on waves, we were working from mathematical models that he created.
Yeah, but he's nice. You said so yourself.
Yeah, he's one of the, real darlings of the theoretical sciences, just like me. But you still suspect me, don't you?
No, he must be gone.
Do you smell something?
Let me turn on the light.
Something's burning.
We've got to call the police.
Wait, we will.
First, let's see what he was working on. Lisbon.
John, let's get out of here.
Give me a few more seconds. Man, I gotta get a hold of Chick. I gotta find out how he's doing. This is getting very personal. Whoever's doing this doesn't just want me blamed. Once he gets me, he wants me dead. For now, he needs me to keep the others busy while he gets ready.
Ready for what?
Lisbon. That's what Bernard was tracking. 1755, a tidal wave hit Portugal, killed 60,000 people. For a second, I thought that's what Bernard was planning to make happen again. Look, I gotta get someplace. I gotta get back online. I gotta start checking some things out.
We can't go back to my place. They're already convinced that you're making the tidal waves, and now they're gonna think we killed Bernard. How'd I get into this?
Like Purcell said, my charm.
Thank you. I'm almost finished. What's happening?
Well, the president says the government is in total control.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's a survivalist who's gonna buy himself a mountaintop and build himself an ark. Oh, serious. I got this pain that goes straight from the back of my neck right to my head.
You need to take a shower.
You trying to tell me something?
As hot as you can stand it, then call me when you're done.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh.
That's better still.
Salt water is very bad for your hair, you know.
Yeah, well, it's a little late for me.
I read all about you when I was in college.
Yeah?
You were something else.
Hey, I'm not that old.
Well, I'm jealous.
What?
Of you. You do exactly what you want to do.
Ah, it's no big deal. We're not your usual wanted poster, are we?
Are we gonna just keep on running?
We have to.
They caught up with you last time.
I like it when you rub this side right there. Work your hand up over this way to here.
I'll work my hand up over.
Yes, Mr. Purcell, that's them.
Thank you. I knew it. I knew it was him. Right from the start. I felt it.
Just found Weaver's car sitting at the curb at Burbank Airport. We found this under the rearview mirror. It's a miniature microphone.
What are they playing at? Sir, you better take a look.
Attention. Intrusion area 2. Attention. Intrusion area 2.
$1 billion?
If you want to think I'm kidding, be my guest, but soon it'll sound like a bargain. I'll be in touch.
You right?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Not what? Who?
I already tried getting everybody's Navy security profile.
No, forget that. What we're looking for, any unusual tidal wave links to anybody who was at the conference. There's no reason something like that should be classified. All right, I'm in the National Institute of Sciences central file. Now then. Rest in peace, Jules. We know it's not you.
You need a key code. Try tidal waves.
No, it's too general.
Okay, tsunamis.
Hello, Dr. Agamo. Let's add another keyword. Seismic weapons. Thermonuclear.
You said it wasn't a bomb.
Tsunami happens when the seafloor is altered either by an earthquake, a volcanic eruption.
But we can't make those happen. Agamo confirmed that himself.
A tsunami also happens when there's an underwater landslide.
What are you saying?
What if he's blowing up mountains? Look, 3 linked references to tsunami and the word thermonuclear.
Crusher. What's that?
It's a thesis paper from 1959. General Doolittle's Fuji plan was sound and would have ended the war and spared lives. Imagine how many lives would have been spared had a large tidal wave been created and cleared the beaches of Normandy.
You said this in the conference.
No. Stanley Schiff talked about Doolittle's idea. Remember, I told you that somebody called me at my house right after the conference. Though that person also talked about Normandy.
Dr. Schiff. Is it possible to create a tsunami? In theory, absolutely. By collapsing seamount using hydrogen explosion, the displacement of water.
Whoa, what the hell is going on?
What? What's happening?
We've been ambushed. He must have a program in here that scans everything using his name and lets him know when someone comes knocking. Hello, Stanley.
Why doesn't he just erase the article?
Stanley Schiff, erase? No. We have to talk. Meet me at noon tomorrow on the lifeboat number 2 at the Queen Mary. If you tell anyone, the waves will never stop, never.
Have Clark meet me on the Queen Mary under lifeboat number 2, noon, with a Swiss bank draft for the money. If you try anything, the waves will never stop. J.W.
We take out John Wall.
He said if we try anything, the waves will keep happening.
One more, which should provide very sustainable losses if it means we nail him.
Does not permit eating or drinking within the...
We have the suspect.
You cocky little freak. Anything I taught you, you thought you could do it with one hand tied behind your back. Sure, guys, pushing the button's easy, but what about pulling the trigger? Well, watch me, sonny boy.
This way. What are you doing here?
Meeting you, like you told me to. No $1 billion, though. Tough break.
What $1 billion? Oh man, I see what's going on, Clark. You gotta listen to me. I know who it is.
Yes, so do I.
You. No, look, I got the same message. That's exactly what he wants. Look. Get down! Man down! Come on! Clark's been hit!
Hold on, buddy. Hold on.
Come on!
Come here! Water in the water, let's go! Your feet up!
Hold on. In the boat. Jesse, get down!
Copy that. There's a tidal wave coming. We got 1 minute. Get everyone off the ship. Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
John.
Hold on.
No, listen.
Doing it again. Hang on.
Are you crazy? It's coming at us.
It's our only chance.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Come on. Oh my God.
Go through it. Hold on.
Oh my God.
He loves what he's doing.
safe in here?
For now.
Well, make a fire.
No, we don't. No news around here.
Around? You mean looking for us?
Just, don't start a fire. I'm gonna go downstairs and get us some food.
So how does this place fit into the John Wall scheme of things?
My ex-wife lived here for a couple of years.
Ex-wife?
Used to live here.
Alone?
No, with the guy I found her in bed with.
Who's the guy?
Just someone.
You didn't drop out because of some personal, ethical conflict. It was because of her, wasn't it?
Wrong. They got me straight out of grad school. I loved it. From day one, Stanley had me working on high energy systems, things, big important things that were gonna help the world. Next thing I know, I'm developing laser-guided warheads. I kept thinking, it's still theoretical, it's experimental. Boy, was I wrong. One fine day, in a single flash of light, something I developed killed a lot of people. I was finishing up my stint with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and Edgar was trying to convince him to run an operation he called tactical exercise. He got his way, using my warheads. He was in control. He knew it was gonna happen even before he did it. He also knew how to impress the brass. A real body count.
John, you didn't kill anybody. Edgar did.
That's funny, I keep thinking it was me.
That's what you want to think. That's the problem.
Thanks for the insight, Doctor.
You're not that complicated.
You know what I learned? Do you know what really scares me?
No, tell me.
Anything can be justified.
Some things you don't have to justify.
So do I.
Yeah, but sometimes you've got to let go.
What if I don't want to let go?
I can order you to. I'm a lieutenant commander.
Yeah, but what if I don't know how to let go?
Let me show you. You all right?
I had a dream.
About what?
Stanley Schiff. He was working on a weapon. I think I know what he's gonna do next.
John, it was just a dream.
No, it was what Bernard was working on.
The Lisbon wave. Who am I gonna tell? Who's gonna believe me?
Well, we'll have to stop him.
Can't stop him.
Well, we can slow him down.
Or we can throw him off.
Unbelievable. The whole world is being held hostage.
I think it still is.
You think he survived the wave? I hope so.
Until I see his body.
I have to assume he's still out there. Dr. Schiff, you have to accept that he's doing this. Just think of those 2 underwater warheads he developed. I know, personally, what they can do.
So do I. What does he want?
$1 billion!
It's ridiculous. I mean, where's he gonna spend it? He's a murderer on the run.
Power, Dr. Schiff.
To do what?
Use it. Play with it. Mankind running around panicked, wondering where the next monster's going to hit. You think I'm gonna let that happen to me? To my country? Negative. You guys eat, sleep, and dream science. I respect that, but this is not about science. It's not about politics. It's not even about business. This is about who pulls the strings. It's about controlling the world. Power.
Oh, God. Jeez, young John is God. I don't think so. No way. Schiff here. John, hey, where are you, man? Listen, I don't know what you're up to, but you...
Keep him talking. He's on now. Get Schiff's number and trace it.
Lisbon?
Now.
What are you talking about?
Bernard figured it out, didn't he? So you killed him. And then Clark. How many more, Stanley?
You should consider yourself lucky.
Me? How do you figure that?
Marlon Clark is alive.
Clark is alive?
John, I know you don't trust these spooks. Why don't you just give yourself up to me?
To you? Stanley, what?
He hung up. God, I was wrong.
About what?
He figured out a way to make one of his warheads do it. It's my fault. I forgot.
Forgot what?
How well I taught him.
What was all that about Lisbon?
Huh? 1755, a wave hit Portugal. 60,000 people were killed. He's gonna make it happen again. Oh.
Give yourself up to me. That wasn't for my benefit.
Somebody else was with him? Edgar?
Probably. He really needs to believe it's me. Schiff can smell that. He can feed him whatever he needs to help nail me.
What is it between you and Edgar?
He's the one I found in bed with my wife.
He broke up your marriage? Was that his house Boy, you got a lot of guts.
He sold it right after my wife left him.
You never say her name.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I'd like to know what it is in case I meet her.
Not gonna happen. She's dead. She drove over a cliff in Big Sur. Edgar said he had gone to see her to try to get back together again. He said that she had been drinking. They got into some sort of argument. Next thing you know, she's off in his car. Coroner confirmed it. She was drunk. He could have grabbed the keys. He could have gone with her. He could have done anything, but he didn't. You know why? Because he doesn't care. He didn't care about her. He doesn't care about anything. Or anyone but himself. Her name was Catherine. I gotta get to your laptop.
My laptop?
I needed to prove something to the only person who might believe me.
Marlon Clark?
He knows I didn't shoot him.
Well, how are we gonna get there? We can't take another taxi. Our faces are all over the place.
Steal a car.
Steal a car?
Stand back.
Are you sure it's locked?
Dr. Miller, please report to second floor nurses station. Dr. Miller, report to the second floor nurses station.
Locally, been able to manhunt for John Wall.
Yes, can I help you? Marlon Clark.
Okay. He's, down to the left, room 9.
I think you guys got the wrong room.
I didn't shoot you, Clark. You know that I didn't.
So what? You creep. You're making those waves.
No, we can prove John isn't.
Don't tell me. Tell Edgar.
No, first we're gonna tell you, then you're gonna tell him.
Who is it?
I want you to see something. Come on, open up.
Imagine how many lives would have been saved had a large tidal wave been created to clear the beaches of Normandy so Dr. Schiff wrote it. So what? That proves nothing.
All right. Look, do you remember what Schiff said at the conference about Doolittle?
Sure. I thought he had made it all up until I checked.
Well, good for you. Clark, right after I left, I went home. I got a phone call. The voice on the other end of the line said exactly the same thing that Schiff said in the article.
Oh, Wall. Stanley Schiff, he's given his life to working for us.
Yes, and now he wants something back. Look, he knows we tracked down that article. He broke in on us and told us to meet him at the Queen Mary.
You're just blowing more smoke.
Would you listen to me? I only designed 2 warheads for underwater use. The first one was a bust. The second one was the Mark VI, a computer-guided thermonuclear submissile. Schiff was there when it was tested. The thing has a range of 9,000 miles. Clark, I think Schiff is using my Mark VI to collapse underwater mountains. That's what's creating these tsunamis.
Thank you for telling me how you're doing it.
It's not me! If I could just get into aquatronics, I could use the mainframe. I could do a thermal scan for radiation tracks.
What are you talking about?
Every thermonuclear submissile leaves its own footprint. I know the Mark VI. It's mine. I know its weaknesses.
Set it up, Mr. Clark. Call Edgar.
It wouldn't help you guys, even if you were dying.
There's gonna be another wave.
When?
It's not up to me.
Damn you.
Damn you. Forget it.
It isn't him.
Come on, Jesse, let's get out of here. Get yourself a snorkel. You're gonna need it. I gotta get to aquatronics.
Wait, stop. We don't need this anymore.
Whoa. Wait. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take it up to Clark. I'm gonna hook it up to the net and let him find out what you did on his own. Look, he doesn't trust you. Maybe he'll listen to me.
Hello, Clarky. How you doing?
What? Mr. Clark?
What have you done? Code blue! Code blue!
All right. The missile had to strike lightning fast, but its engine is nuclear powered, which leaves behind a trail of radiation. Right, that's what we're looking for.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, start thermal scanning it. I'm gonna go back to July 1st when the first wave hit.
Let me speed it up a little bit.
Good. All right, there. There, you see it? Right there. That's our nuclear blast.
Yeah. Looks very low yield.
Yeah, Stanley Schiff's specialty, but he couldn't get it low yield enough not to leave some residual radiation.
Uh-huh. Look. There's tidal wave number 1 heading straight for Japan.
I'm gonna go back an hour and see if we can find our sub-missile. Oh, there. You see right there? There she is.
Keep backing it up so we can see where he launched from.
That's impossible. You see where it's headed back to? He launched it off the coast here.
Well, we have to see if he's been launching them all from the same place. There's Puerto Vallarta.
It's the exact same spot. Where the hell is this?
Let me see. 5 miles straight off the coast. Well, there's nothing there.
That doesn't make sense. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Well, it could be a submarine.
Oh, Stanley Schiff doesn't have a submarine. Even if he did, it would still leave some sort of trail.
John, what if he's not alone in this?
He is. I bet the farm on it.
You already have.
All right, look. We know where he's launched it from. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Can you enhance it?
Yeah.
More. You see what I'm saying? If there were a submarine, it'd show up something by now. More.
Okay.
All right. Whoa, almost there. One more time.
There.
I'll be damned. You see, I kept telling them, but they just wouldn't listen to me. Even with its engine off, my missile still leaves a nuclear trail. Not a lot, but something. Just enough.
Where did it come from?
Can you pull up a regional topographical map of the area?
I think so.
Something with city and coastal coordinates.
Yep. Got it.
Oh my God.
Where is this?
It's the boatyard right next to the marina, King Harbor. Home of Stanley Schiff.
He's launching from there?
I don't know. I gotta find out. I gotta get over there. Somehow I gotta get to the computer guidance system. Maybe I can disarm it en route, or I can abort it with a self-destruct. Look, I want you to get Edgar here. I want you to get everyone here. Have him take a look at this. Put it up on the big screen. And when you're done, get back to me as fast as you can.
What if he refuses?
No chance. He still wants it to be me.
He put up a hell of a fight.
Purcell. Who? Patch her through.
Jessica Weaver wants to talk to me.
one caused the wave that hit Japan. That one's Puerto Vallarta. And they were all launched from the same place, right there.
A boatyard in Redondo Beach.
Security.
Look, another nuclear missile has been launched.
Lisbon.
Wall is calling this one?
Aren't you listening to what we're saying, or is your own personal agenda more important than the truth?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's only one truth I want here, the man who's doing this, and your involvement in it. That's what you should be worrying about.
Oh, hey, Stanley Schiff. If you seen him around, he's not on his boat.
You might check his sail loft. It's a little red building around the corner.
All right, thank you.
Stand by. We've got an emergency situation developing. When I know where it is, I'll tell you. Wall is setting us up. I know it.
Late for class again, Mr. Wall.
Stanley.
On his way.
Don't do this, Stanley. Don't do this!
Do what? Kill you? Or wipe out San Diego?
San Diego.
Not just one wave, but two. And tomorrow makes three. Not exactly your young John guidance delivery system, but it works.
Drone carrier.
Yeah, out there in the middle of nowhere, she drops her load, turns around and comes chugging safely back home again. Just like one of those bathtub toys when you were a kid.
For God's sake!
Johnny, they gave you the prize, but they're gonna remember me. Actually, they're gonna remember both of us. How do you think I got the missiles? I pulled a trade.
operating system. What are you doing?
Stanley, give me the code. Give me the access code. Give me the code! You hold her, all you!
Don't let this happen. Too late, Johnny. This'll get their attention. And that ain't the half of it.
Stanley, don't launch it.
I have to.
Please stand by for an important message. Infraction, green floor.
Stanley, I'm begging you, don't do this. Okay, all right, all right! Stanley! Edgar! Stanley! Come on, Stanley. Edgar, you have no idea what you just did.
Stay where you are, Wall. You're under arrest.
You just sealed the fate of 100,000 people, man. There's not gonna be just one tidal wave. There's gonna be two.
Two.
Look, move away from there. And there goes our access code. You see this? You see this right here? That's a missile. It's headed for another underwater mountain. When it hits and it collapses that underwater seamount, we are gonna have ourselves another tidal wave. It is gonna make Lisbon look like a good surfing day.
John, you gotta stop it.
I can't. Move the hell away from there! Edgar, if you're gonna shoot me, you better shoot me now. Otherwise, shut the hell up. Forget it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, Jesse.
Tsunami. Try tsunami. Come on, come on, come on.
Wall.
Okay, what about,
Wait, Fuji. It's useless.
Okay.
Forget it! All right, here we go. Oh, for crying.
Self-destruct isn't gonna do it.
No, I'm not trying for self-destruct. I gotta shift the missile's course.
Change the course?
Edgar!
What are you... He told you to be quiet!
If I can shift the course of the second missile to make it hit its target from a different angle, I have a chance of making a wave that might just hit the first wave.
Colliding forces.
What's that? Shut up, Edgar!
If John can get a second wave to hit the first one, they'll neutralize each other.
Can you do it?
When was it? What was the year? What was... Okay, I got it. Come on.
Okay. John, just stop for a second. Stop for a second.
Why not? We got plenty of time.
I'll do something, Wall!
Edgar, shut up. What?
What did Stanley love more than anything?
Jesse.
Come on, think!
All right, he loved science. He wanted fame.
The Nobel Prize.
Useless.
Okay, wait! Stop! Think a second. Look at me. Look at me. What did he hate?
He hated me.
Yes.
He hated me. Bingo. Bingo. Here we go. All right, hit the stop button right here.
Right here. Got it. Got it.
Okay, new coordinates are in. We are on target. All right, we're almost there. Come on.
Come on, do it. Do it, baby.
Here we
Do
go.
it.
4, 3,
Come on.
2.
Come on.
Come on, it's working. 1. By my calculations, we should be getting a front row seat. Hey, what's this?
This is for you.
Yeah?
So how's it going out there? Surf up or rising or whatever it's supposed to be doing? I said it wrong.
No.
Well, do you like them?
No. Hey, you like surfing? You want to learn to surf?
Oh, yeah.
He's wonderful.